just wanted to start off by saying, it's a sad day for the NFL losing one of their top quarterbacks in this league. The man he took too much punishment over his 7 to 8 years that he's been in the NFL, and maybe 9, and just took its toll on his body, and he just didn't want to do it anymore. He's a smart guy. So, he's not going to have any issue, doing whatever he wants to do down the road away from football. That's not going to be a problem for him, and I'm sure he's probably made enough money to the point where he's financially stable and he doesn't really have to worry about doing anything else. But he was a great player, and I had a lot of fun watching him play. As far as the New York Giants go, I believe this is an out for Eli Manning. We all know Eli Manning is a quarterback where basically all the pieces, especially now in his career, basically all the pieces need to be in place for him to really get the job done. And out in Indy, it's a perfect situation for him. He could honestly go out there and excel. I could see that happening. It's not going to happen here with the Giants, but if he went out to Indy, I believe he's got a shot to do something. And that's saying a lot coming from me, because I have been bashing Eli Manning for God knows how long. Not necessarily on here. I've done it on here, but for the past 5 to 6 seasons, I have been just giving Eli Manning the business. But to me, it would be in his best interest to waive that no trade clause if the Indianapolis Colts come calling to the New York Giants. Waive that trade clause and go out to Indy, because it is going to save him a lot of headache by going out there. Because if he continues to stay around here, if he continues to stay in New York, the stuff he's going to go through with the press, the fans, he might as well just save himself the heartache and just leave the situation here. I understand you spent 15 years with this team, getting ready to go into your 16th season, but dude, go to Indy, go play out there, go play with T.Y. Hilton, Devin Funchess, Paris Campbell, Marlon Mack, Eric Ebron, Jack Doyle. Go play with those guys and go see if you can win yourself another championship. Because I know that's what you're playing for. Just one more ring. And you're asking for too much here with the Giants. It's just not going to happen. This team is not nearly as talented as the Colts. Not nearly as deep. I don't even know why I have to say that. All you guys know that. The Colts they're a team that is in position to win right now. And the Giants won't be there for another 2 to 3 seasons if we're lucky, if everything keeps on going the way it's going right now. But, yeah, if I was him, I would go out there in a heartbeat. I would just do what I had to do, waive the no trade clause, pack my stuff up. He could probably keep whatever he's got in New York. I'm sure he's got enough money to the point where he can have 2 houses. Keep his family, his kids here in New York, and go out to Indy and do what he has to do. And who knows, if he has success there this year, maybe they don't draft a quarterback for a few seasons, and he gets a chance to play there without any pressure of a young, up-and-coming quarterback sitting behind him. It's the ideal situation for him. If the Colts came calling and they offered us whatever for him and he turned it down, he would be a complete fool. A complete fool. So, that's really all I wanted to say about it. But I mean, for the Giants, I feel like this would be the best thing for them. This may be a blessing in disguise, honestly, because we could get Daniel Jones out there and he can start playing immediately, getting those snaps in, getting the experience that he needs to prepare himself for next year and then the year after that. Because, I mean, this year is going to be full of nothing but growing pains, but he has to get out there and play. He cannot sit behind Eli Manning. He can't. I don't buy into this. Eli needs to teach him how to be a pro, this, that, and the other. I mean, he was taught by David Cutcliffe. He's one of the most pro-ready quarterbacks that came. He is the most pro-ready quarterback that came out in this draft. I mean, the guy, you can already tell by the way he plays. I mean, you can see, like, he knows what he's looking at before the snap. He can tell what defenses these teams are running. I mean, now it's not the most complicated thing in the world right now because they're just running base stuff. But he knows what he's looking at because he knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball, and 9 times out of 10 he's throwing to the open man. So it's like, put him out there, let him take his hits, let him go through what he's going to go through this year, so he can get ready for next year. Because I think that's really when we're going to be able to compete, and we need to prepare him for that. This year it's a wash. I'm telling you right now. I mean, I will be in shock if Eli Manning stays on this team and takes them to the playoffs. I just don't see it happening. I'd love to see it happen, but based off what we've seen since 2011, 2012, the last time we won a Super Bowl, I mean, why would you even be optimistic? Just because we got a couple offensive linemen and we revamped the secondary with all young players and Anthony Bethea? I mean, there's still a lot of pieces that need to be added to this team for it to make a run at anything. I mean, we got to think about winning the division first before we even think about a Super Bowl. And right now with Philly and Dallas in our division, winning the division ain't going to happen this year. I mean, we can't kid ourselves. So yeah, if the Colts come calling and Eli drops that no trade clause, send him out to Indy, get Daniel Jones in there, and let him start getting ready for the future. Because by year 3, when he's on this team, I want us to be ready to compete for a division and make a run in the playoffs. And that needs to start right now. That definitely needs to start right now. So, that's all I have to say for the video. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, I hope you guys have a good night. And I'll talk to you next time. See ya.